You and Ricochet obviously are going at it Sunday. You guys have similar, I would say, kind of trajectories with the old company in terms of probably, fans might say like he was underutilized. You were obviously underutilized.
I didn't even get a chance.
I would say at least he had a chance, right? Yeah. At least he was like he had the I forget what the belt was called.
Intercontinental, the United States. He had a multiple.
What was the purple belt that he had?
He never had the cruiserweight title.
Oh, I thought he had the cruiserweight one, but
he had a speed title.
The speed title is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But how cool has it been to just work with him? Because he is a sick ass talent. Like, dude's got a fucking deep bag.
I don't think people really understand how important he was to wrestling in our generation. Like the how serious and how big of an impact he had in 2010 and 2011 over in Dragon Gate in Japan. Him and Pac were changing the business because we thought the athleticism couldn't reach a certain height anymore after we seen Rey Mysterio do what he did in WCW to early 2000s. Then we didn't think there was anywhere you can go higher than Matt Sydal shooting star press, even though we were seeing Billy Kidman do it, and certain guys like that. But the athleticism, just like with Ring of Honor and Dragon Gate and stuff like that, when they were doing those collabs together, you go over to Japan, you're seeing like this 23-year-old kid do a double moonsault off the top rope. And before that, on the Indies, he was doing it on like little IWA Mid-South shows in the middle of like Louisville, Kentucky, off a ladder to the outside of people. Double moonsault. And then like he goes to Pac and everything. They changed wrestling 630s. They're just popping off springboards like Dragon Kid and Yoshino and Masato. It was just so much. It was like I never seen anything like that. And he just went like globally viral. And then taking that to the U.S. with PWG and doing all the stuff that he was doing, then bringing the Osprey comes in from the U.K. They merge and then they do what they did in 2017 with the Best of Super Juniors when they do the infamous, international, super international Super Junior spot. It was just like, man, like that's how big he was, and he still is to this day. But now it's like through all those times, if you're a fan watching and following his career since then, you never understood who he was and what he was about. You never understood the identity about that.
That's facts.
Yeah.
You would just be like, he's a great wrestler, but why do I care?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or you just seen the clip. I was like, who was that?
Right. Yo, that's the guy who hit the crazy spot with Logan Paul.
And I always wanted to like, okay, I got to take away, that's the guy. I want you to be like, that's Ricochet doing that. That's how you become a name.
I almost feel like that is more important in the business is if you can make people care about you, the wrestling could just be okay. As long as people give a fuck. Because that's really...
But this is AEW. We still have to perform.
No, yeah, you guys... I would say AEW is like Kendrick Lamar and WWE is like Drake. Like, you can't...
I've always said that.
You have to rap.
In terms of the wrestling. Yeah.
We're TDE.
I've always said that.
You can't just...
Yeah, Adrian from Unlikely made that great reference. I was like, on the wrestling front, for sure.
Yeah, we're TDE. And like it's almost like you get the big box office movies and all that stuff over there, but over there you don't get green screen, you don't get wires. Can you freaking act?
Right.
And that's what AEW is. You have to act in order to perform in our films. We're A24. The performances and acting has to be pristine.
AEW is like The Wire. And WWE is like fucking, Chicago Fire.
I wouldn't even know.
Or Law and Order.
But you can enjoy both.
I see that. I see what you're saying.
You can enjoy. You can enjoy both.
You can enjoy both
for sure.
And and both are successful.
100%.
That's the beauty of it. It's just like, and so Ricochet's probably, in my opinion, going to find more success with AEW because his talents are going to be utilized and he's going to be heard. He's going to be heard. I feel like once you find your voice and you are heard, we know how to tap into an emotion and people know how to feel about what you're saying. Now, every time he comes out, instant boo. We know, oh, that's Ricochet. God damn it. Yeah. He's coming out. Oh, somebody come out and beat this Ricochet's. So now we know his name. Mm-hmm. Now you can do all the athleticism if you want to, if you choose to, but you have it and everybody knows, actually, he doesn't suck. We hate him, but he doesn't suck.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's Kurt Angle effect. We hate him, but we know he can beat your ass.
I feel like that happened with Jacob recently where you're just like, oh, we're supposed to hate this guy, but Jesus Christ.
He's so good.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Jacob is money, bro.
He's so good.
He is money,
so good.
bro.
He's always been
He's
good.
so massive, but he's just flying. It's just
He's
crazy.
so good. He's so good. And he has great body control.